Let's make another pen or a pencil holder today, or a pencil pouch that can be attached to a notebook or a book. For that, we'll need a few pieces of fabric. Let's see what all. So we would need 2 pieces of the outer fabric. These measure 4.5 inches by 7.5 inches. We'll need a similar sized piece of lining also. The outer piece I have interfaced with an interfacing. Then I would need a piece of a zipper with a zipper pull. This is 6 inches in length. And then I would need 2 pieces of 2 inches by 2 inches for the zipper tabs on either side of the zipper. Then I am taking a piece of elastic, a stretchable elastic. This is again 6 inches in length. And I'm also taking 2 pieces to add to the sides of the elastic as an extender of the elastic or as tabs to the elastic. Let's add the zipper tabs to the zipper. These zipper tabs act as a closure of the zipper as well. So I'll take one of the 2 into 2 inches piece. I'll take the zipper. I'll place this tab piece, fold it into half in such a way so that it covers the entire zipper on both the sides. So the right side of my zipper is facing the right side of the tab on one side and the right side of the tab on the other side as well. So it's kind of sandwiched between the two sides of the tab. So this is what it is going to be, like this. And then I'm going to give a stitch over this. Once I've given the stitch, I'm going to turn it over and give it a top stitch. I'll do the same on the other side of the zipper as well, like this, and give a stitch. So after giving a stitch, I'm just simply going to turn it over like this and give a top stitch on this. Let's also add the tab to the elastic piece that we have taken. So this is a 1/2 inch elastic piece. For that, I'm taking a little less than about 2 inches in width for the tab, and this measures 4.5 inches in length. So I'll place it right side facing up. I'll place my elastic piece about 1/2 inch from one of the sides. Fold this 1/2 inch towards the center and then fold it back about a quarter of an inch like this, and then cover it up with the other side of the tab piece and give a stitch over this. I'll do the same on the other side of this elastic as well. So this is like how it has got attached. I'm simply going to just turn it over like that and give a top stitch by aligning it properly. So just simply finger press it to make a crease and then give a top stitch on the entire length of this zipper tab, the elastic tab. So this is how it looks like after giving a top stitch. I have given top stitch on both the sides to make it look a little more symmetrical. So this is how it looks from behind and this is how it looks from the front. I'll do the same on the other side of the elastic as well. Let's now add the zipper to the main fabric and the lining piece. So for that, I'll take one of the outer fabric piece, place it right side facing up. On top of that, I'll place my zipper along with the zipper tabs with the right side facing down, and I'll top it up with one of the pieces of the lining like this. And then I'm going to give a stitch over this, turn it over and give a top stitch. So after giving a top stitch, I'll add the other side of the back too. So I'll place my zipper right side facing up. I'll top it up with the other piece of the outer fabric like this, and the lining fabric would go under it, something like this. Again, I'm going to give a stitch over this and then turn it over and give a top stitch. After top stitching both the sides, this is what it looks like. I'll simply run through the zipper once or twice to make sure that it's running smoothly. Now I will simply attach the longer edges of the pouch both on the front side as well as the back side, and then we'll do the next step. So after stitching the longer edges, I'm going to just simply do the final closing of the pouch. For that, I'm going to place the center of my zipper tab that I had attached and align it along with the center of the bottom of the pouch. So the bottom seam will match the center of this tab like this, and the same would be done at the bottom at the inner lining piece also. So the bottom of the lining piece should match the center of the tab like this, something like this. On both the sides we are going to do the same, match the centers and just clip it. Before clipping, we'll have to also insert the elastic and the tab that we had made. So we are going to just simply insert it from here and pass it through the other end and just put them also clipped with the center. So the center of the bottom seam center aligns with the tab center of the elastic and also the tab of the zipper, and then followed by the center seam of the bottom. All four of them have to be aligned together: the bottom, the tab of the elastic, the tab of the zipper, and the bottom of the lining. I'll simply clip it, and I'll do the same on the other side as well. The center seam, I'll just make sure that it doesn't come on the way while we are stitching, and also make sure that it doesn't get twisted on the way inside. So simply just putting it inside like this. So I'll match the tab with the bottom seam first, then the tab of the elastic, followed by the center of the lining piece, and I'll also clip it again. I'll simply give a stitch over this as well as this side. So after stitching the two shorter edges, I realized that I made a mistake. I did not leave any space or any stitch for turning it over, so I'll just unstitch some bit of the lining, about 2 to 3 inches, so that I can just turn it over to the right side. So I'll take my stitch opener and I'll simply unstitch some part of it. Use this opening to turn my bag over to the right side. I'll also cut the 4 corners a little so that they don't look bulky once they're turned over. Nicely done. I'll simply close this opening and I'll then show the final look of my pencil pouch. So after stitching the opening, this is what it is, and the pouch or the pencil holder is ready. Simply poke the lining nicely inside, and this is how smoothly it runs. I can simply place it on my notebook or a book. So if this is my book, I can just place it on the book like this, and I'll put my pens inside. Ready to carry.